just doing video interviews with the first 3 contestants. We let them kind of book today. And the first 3 guys in there, we just got off of them. We were going to talk to them for 30 minutes online. A couple of them, I think we blew past 30 minutes on all of them.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. Who are you?
My name is Matthias.
Matthias, what's up, man? What do you do?
Well, currently I am a deputy sheriff. Don't hold that against me. And I've got 3 kids, and my wife's babysitting 2 more. So if you hear any noise out of here, it's from them. But
Do you have a trampoline?
no, I wish.
So you're not Mormon.
I am Mormon, but I don't have a trampoline.
Mormons don't have a trampoline. Where did you go on your what's
mission?
That thing you do? Mission. Where'd you go on your mission?
I went to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So we
What?
covered West Palm Beach down through the Florida Keys.
So you're good on a bicycle.
I have ridden a bicycle many miles.
And you've been to the temple in Salt Lake?
Yeah, I think I've been there once, like
you
inside
sealed?
once.
Are you sealed in the temple? Are you sealed in the
Yeah.
church? Right on. So why do you want to do homesteading?
Well, I've been trying small homesteading-ish projects, right? You know, gardening, chickens. When we finally bought our own house, we made sure we bought something that had a fair chunk of land so that we could start doing more on our own. And we found that eating a lot cleaner and, you know, avoiding all that processed stuff really has helped her when we want to expand it. You don't know what you don't know, right? So I'm trying to learn what I can from, you know, TSP. Been watching some of your videos since this Homestead Apprentice, you know, since you announced that. I've been watching more of your stuff, trying to get things going.
How did you find us?
So I've been listening to TSP since before he moved to Arkansas.
Yeah.
So it's been a minute. I was even on one episode of TSP. He interviewed me talking about Dutch oven cooking.
So are you good at Dutch oven cooking?
I'm out of practice, but I was at one point. When I was unemployed, I decided, you know, sit around and, you know, wait for something to happen, or I could get out and make something happen. So I started a Dutch oven cooking YouTube channel, and I got like 80 episodes. I was trying to cook something in a Dutch oven every day, and I did that until I got a job and went back to school.
Did you ever have anybody reach out to you to send you equipment or anything? Any companies want to sponsor you or anything like that?
No, I wish, but
Did you approach and ask for it?
I did not.
Okay. How much property you guys on?
We're about 1/4 of an acre. We live in a rural, you know, basically the county seat. That was just where we found property that fit our needs.
Are they friendly to homesteading? Can you have chickens where you're at?
Yeah, I started with 6. I'm down to 3. Now that they're back in the store, I got to set back up my incubator, not incubator, but, you know, a little chick setup so I can get some more chicks and get them started back out.
Cool. What amount of food would you say you guys actually produce? What percentage of the food you guys produce?
I would say probably 10% right now, based on like how successful our garden was last year.
What do you do at work?
I am a jailer for the deputy or for the sheriff's office.
Are you guys shorthanded?
Yeah.
Are they going to let you take off for 3 weeks to do this?
I've got the PTO set up.
Do they know? Is this on their radar?
Not yet. I was wanting to talk to you and make sure I got some you know, a yes or no before I went in and said, hey, I'm taking 3 weeks off.
Cool.
He wants to help his family out. He wants to learn how to do this the most efficient way he possibly can. Like he has his hands in the ground already, and he knows he's got an aim.
Good. What's your name?
Ryan.
Right on. What do you do?
Right now I'm in between work at the moment, but I was helping open up a gym.
Cool. How many jobs have you had in your life?
About 4, but I was in the Navy, and I mean, technically it was one job, but I did like so many different. Oh man, like everything you can think of. I served food. I was a technician, weapon systems. I did security.
How long were you in for?
I did 6 years, 2011, 2017. My primary job was fire controlman for the 5-inch gun. I got out in 2017, went to school for personal training, and I did that for kind of off and on. I got about 2.5 years under my belt for schooling. And before that, I actually was in my dad's business. We actually sold seashells, pottery, stuff from like Mexico, Indonesia. And so I worked in a warehouse pretty much, man, I was helping them move bags since I was probably like 5, but, you know, really at work, I would say maybe on the weekends about since 14, 15, something like that.
So your personal training degree out of the place out of Santa Barbara or where at?
So it was called National Personal Training Institute, and it was in San Diego where I did it first. And then I also did another school, it's the same name here in Orlando, but it's same name, but they do things very differently. So it's almost like two different schools technically. So
Would you say are you fit? You in shape?
Yeah, man. I'm actually got to go to the gym later today. It's one of my things I love to do. I think it's really important to build muscle, on your body. To me, I look at it as building armor for, whether you're building a house, you got to fight, or if you're getting to old age, it'll keep you moving, So
Where are you at right now?
I'm in Orlando, Florida. So I'm like right in between Universal and Disney right now. I'm like 10 minutes from both, pretty much.
In a house, apartment? Where are you at?
I'm in an apartment, 5th floor right now. So overlooking all this stuff. Yeah.
So what do you know about homesteading?
I just been basically. I'm gonna be honest with you. This based off what I know from seeing YouTube videos right now. I'm trying to learn as much as I can. I'm trying to be like a sponge and just absorb everything. I did grow up in a small town called English, Florida. My dad had a property, but it was the house and the work on the same piece of land. We didn't do really gardening or anything like that, but I understand stepping out your doorstep and just going straight into work, but it was just a different kind of work. It wasn't homesteading, but that's new to me. But it's actually funny. Monday, I went to Arkansas with my wife, 17-hour drive over there, and we actually bought we put a down payment for a piece of land out there. That was kind of spontaneous, to be honest. We found a group of people out there, so it was kind of cool. So I'm kind of new to it. So I'm not to start my journey. That's what I'm trying to say.
What made you go to Arkansas?
So you know that guy, Very Independent?
Yeah.
I've seen you do interviews with him. So yeah, right. So all right. So that guy, he has I don't know if we call him a mentor, a pastor called Viking Preparing to Show Pastor Fox.
Oh, you went to Shofar Mountain?
No. So I just saw his video on YouTube. He talked about a place called Arkaven. And he said, it was a community of preppers and people who are Christian. And so I drove, me and my wife, and one day we drove 17 hours out there, went and checked it out. He's a good salesman. So we went over there, met the people, man, and we were just looking at land all day on Monday, pretty much. And then we found one with a creek on it and everything. And man, it was just like, I don't know, man. It's very lucky to be fortunate to meet. It's like people there. It's a community, So I was looking for that, and I felt like I had a gold mine.
I can have the conversation with him a whole lot of different directions for sure.
Yeah, and I think that's the beauty of it. We're going to be able to see ourselves in a lot of these people.
Yeah, and we have 3 completely different people from 3 different walks of life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so you're in a cave in Afghanistan. We're having some technical problems right now. What's up? So what do you do all day?
A little bit of this and that. I mainly do work for my father and neighbors in my community, just anybody that can give a helping hand.
Do you live with your parents?
Yeah, I do.
How much property are you guys on?
Right now, we're just on acre at the moment in a subdivision.
Cool. So are you growing anything? You got a garden? You got some animals or anything?
We got a garden. We're working on getting some seeds started at the moment.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? Where do you want to be?
I want to be as self-sufficient as possible, being able to provide for myself, not only as far as sustenance, but also as far as finances as well.
You have a child?
No, I don't.
Okay.
It's just me.
Girlfriend, anything?
Free agent at the moment.
Got it. So how much property do you want to have?
Honestly, you say it in your videos all the time. I want to have enough property to have a good barrier to where nobody knows what I'm up to, really.
Where do you think you want that to be?
I'm not quite sure at the moment. I live out here in Georgia, and I'm pretty partial to the Pines, but I've done too much traveling, so I wouldn't mind getting out and seeing the world a little bit.
So you do kind of handyman work and odd jobs and stuff through the week?
Yeah.
So you don't have a lot of overhead. You don't have a lot of expenses and bills and stuff that you have to meet?
No, I don't.
Have you ever done any fencing?
Fencing? No, I haven't.
Have you ever cut any trees down with anything?
I've cut down some trees, probably not the right way, but I've gotten some down.
Did it come down?
Yeah.
Well, then it's the right way. We can just show you some other ways.
All right, cool.
What kind of animals you have experience with?
Mainly cats and dogs and fish and stuff like that. I had a horse when I was a kid, but that's about it.
You ever been hunting?
I have. I've never gotten anything, no.
Did you have a BB gun as a kid?
Yeah.
Did you shoot a lot of things with it?
I didn't get the chance to shoot so much when I was a kid. I've been trying to make up for that in my young adult life.
How old are you?
27.
Okay. You ever been camping?
Oh, yeah.
What does that look like?
Usually packing out backpack that's anywhere from 50 to 60 pounds, bare minimum. Packing in my food and my shelter and all that stuff. Hiking out to a campsite and setting up.
What do you usually use for a fuel source? What do you cook over?
It depends on what I'm feeling. Most of the time I like doing a fire since I'm out, but if I'm just down for something quick and dirty, I like doing isobutane. little stove.
You have Facebook, Instagram, YouTube?
Yeah, I have Instagram. I think you've commented on my username before. It's pretty vulgar.
What's your Instagram?
Oh, the Instagram name is 69. Yeah.
Did you make that when you were 7? What the fuck are you doing?
One, I think is going to be a riot. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with people like that. But I think at the end of the day, those are the most important people to have with us.
Yeah.
Because they have the most to gain.
Yeah.
That's a good start.
Awesome.
Try not to